Good evening. I believe we are now live. Yep, yep. We're live. We're live. Good evening and welcome to a little live stream. I thought I'd pop on and do a tiny little live stream. Just whilst just because I fancied it. Really, just because I fancied it. I'm not doing much. It's Saturday evening. It's actually been a really nice day today. We probably should have gone out somewhere, but we didn't end up going out because we thought the weather was meant to be worse than it turned out to be. So it's a bit of a bummer. We didn't end up doing anything. So we just kind of just chilled out at home, and just did the usual stuff. Like just Saturday. So I thought I'd pop on and do a little bit of shipping. Nothing serious. Had a couple of decent sales come through, which were nice, as well as a bunch of RC stuff as well. Actually had some non-RC stuff sell, only a couple of things, but there were some nice sales. One sold on Amazon and one sold on the general store. So we'll get those all shipped off, and I've actually already picked out all the RC parts that sold as well. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll say a few hellos if anyone's actually turned up. We have got a couple people turning up. Thank you very much for joining in. We have got Jack Dobbins. Hey Jack. We've got DB Resells Damien. We've got Chris Tyler. We've got Jack says, really nice day. Which Preston are you living in? Been chucking it down for past half hour. Well, it's not raining here right now, Jack. It's been actually really sunny. But yeah, flipping fantastic finds. Hey, thanks for popping in, Kelly. Peaks Retro Collectibles, Paul Slade, Monumental Andrew, thank you for popping in. Nespresso, Tracy, Uniquely Me has popped in. Karen's at the beach. Oh really? Hi Karen. How's the beach? Hope it is good. I wouldn't mind going to the beach. Hi Gimbal. DBG says, hey yo, eating my dinner. Are you eating potato or are you eating something else? Let me know. Fat Girl Sewing, thank you for popping in. Nespresso says, missed the chin wag last night. Give Bex a oh, thank you. Yeah, she's absolutely fine, guys. We just sometimes you're just not in the mood. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be in the mood to do it. So yeah, but I'm in the mood to come on and chat tonight. So let's chat. But thank you, Nespresso. Appreciate it. Mandy has popped in. Hi, Mandy. Marrakesh 7. And Ryan has popped in. You're yeah, I do need to flick my hair. I didn't brush my hair. What do you guys think of the camera, by the way, guys? Look, I'm using my camera. I've got this capture card. I don't know. What do you think of the image quality? Is it decent? I need to mess with my I do need to mess with my my stuff a bit more. Like my settings. My settings are a bit off, so I need to kind of sort that out. Nespresso says sausage fingers. Hey Reseller Kid, how are you? Nikki Irvine. Reseller Kid says, I sniped quite a bit of stuff from Amazon, so worth doing. Speaking of Amazon, yeah, Amazon, from Amazon, what to sell on eBay? That's a good way of doing it, I suppose. But I mean, I tend to buy off of eBay to sell on Amazon, or I send I send some stuff like to what I'll do is I'll buy off eBay and sell to Amazon, or I've started to sell on Amazon. So it's the things that I like to do. Right, M Green says hi as well. Hi M Green, thank you for popping in. Chris H says, Hazy, have you had any experience with pay after delivery on PayPal? It seems another scheme that opts you in without letting you know. Cost me a fortune in bank charges. Yeah, Chris, I know about pay after delivery. They don't force you into it. You can still choose to pay. So if you're buying something, pay after delivery is like something that PayPal offer you. On certain listings have it, certain don't. Basically, they don't charge you immediately. You can buy something and then they'll take the money from your bank like 2 weeks after after the fact, as it were. But you can, if you don't want to use it, you can just change method of payment to just direct take the money from your account, just so you don't have to. Beautiful day, headed to the beach later, says Karen. Oh wow, yeah, I would love to go to the beach. It'd be amazing. Shoot the Nerf gun, one gifted. Nope, I'm eating bolognese. Your Paddy accent is improving. Oh, thank you, DV. Cam is, yeah, I'm really liking it. It's such a cheap capture thing. I need to mess with it a bit more though. What mic webcam do you have? I need a mic and webcam. I would use the Logitech C920 reseller kit. You don't need anything more than that. I'm using my mirrorless camera, but I need to adjust the settings and stuff. But with an adapter, but a Logitech C920, 922 would be fine. Obviously not that good of a camera. Can't see the slicked back. It's not so slicked back today. It's Saturday, you know, chilled out on Saturday. Explain the t-shirt as well. That is high-end stuff for people in the know. I like it. Yep, Team Low C Racing, TLR. They're an RC brand. I love TLR stuff. I don't have any TLR kits at the moment, but Team Low C, they're just a good RC brand, radio control. I think it needs a little more contrast, but yeah, it does need something because it's very neutral. I've got it on a neutral setting, and I need to adjust the colors. I think it's just not looking like it's very, this maybe I need a bit more saturation. I don't know, a bit more contrast. There you go. I can add a bit more contrast. I don't know. I need to mess with it a bit more to make it pop a bit. You know, I need to make it pop a bit more. I don't know, but yeah. Ryan, how the hell are you? Hey, Rich McPherson, how are you? I hate online shopping. eBay should be banned. You know what? Speaking of that, Andrew, I'll tell you a story. Let me tell you guys a story about eBay and why sometimes it can be really bad as a platform. Okay, like some sellers are just weird. They're just weird. Let me tell you something really interesting. My dad, who's got about 400 to 500 feedback, he's an eBay buyer. He's never left anyone negative feedback. He buys things even when they don't turn out to be quite right. He doesn't bother with messing with it. He just buys stuff and that's it. He's got about 500 feedback. He's been using eBay for a few years. Now, he bought a GoPro for someone. I don't know. He was buying a GoPro 4. It was about £130, right? And this is interesting. He paid for the GoPro £130 and he gets a message from the seller. And the seller says, "Can I know what your intention is of using this camera?" And my dad was just like what? Like, you know, he didn't answer him because he thought that was a weird question. You know, he's paid the money, just deliver the item, right? The guy didn't ship the item and he messaged my dad again saying, just so you know, this camera is in full working order. I just want to know what your intention with the camera is before I ship it out. It's like, so like, you know, it's like, why do you need to know this? What's going on? Like, what is the deal with that? And so like, my dad was just like, it's none of your business what my intention is, you know, just cancel the order. And so the guy just cancelled the order. So the guy just lost £130 sale. I'm sure he'll sell it again to someone else. But like, he'll have to sell it to someone that's willing to explain why they're buying the camera from him. Like, why would you be so nosy? I don't understand that. Why would you be so like, that is such horrible. Yeah, that's just like horribly nosy, like, you know, like, and the way he said it is like, I want to know your intention, and just so you know, the camera's in full working order, as if my dad was gonna buy it and swap it out for a faulty one and send it back. Do you know what I mean, or something? Why would you be so? I don't understand what the situation is, but I tell you what, that would never happen on Amazon. Do you know what I mean? If you're an Amazon customer, you're not gonna have to deal with that ever. You know, it's out. That is absolutely just like, why, you know, that's just, oh gosh. Let me go in and say a few highs as well. eBay banned Andrew, you would make no what? Hey DBG, I'm good, how are you? Pete's Retro Collectible says, hey Damien, just sold 2 old Madness VHS tapes, $16.99. Oh, okay. Georgina says, hey, here for the and stuff part. Some stuff for the and stuff part. Shipping some stuff and chatting. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be some stuff and chatting. Any cheaper webcams are here. I don't want to spend 100 to 150. At the moment, Reseller Kid, no, you didn't type it in wrong. At the moment, Damien, The C920 and all other webcams are very overpriced. So if you wait a few weeks, the prices should start to drop. In fact, I actually saw someone selling a C920 on Amazon Merchant Fulfilled for about 45, which is a bit more realistic. But at the moment, webcams are overly inflated. Like, people are just charging ridiculous money for them. So yeah, don't. It's just called the Logitech C920 Resilica, and yeah, people are selling them for 150 quid right now because of the virus. Webcam prices have spiked. Stay out of my business, stupid. I know, right? Hey, Yorkshire reseller, how are you? If I did that with shoes, they would think I'm well dodgy, says Ryan. Yeah. Sounds like an undercover vigilante group. Bizarre seller, glad your dad spoke up. Yeah, I know, just weird, you know? I would have responded to say I'm filming sex tapes. Yeah, that would have been a good reply. It's just weird. I just don't understand, like, why you do that. It sounds like they're talking from experience and got burned before, says Jack. Maybe, Jack, yeah. But the thing is, if they've been burned before, I feel bad for them. But, you know, that is a really bad buyer experience. Do you know what I mean? That is such a terrible buyer experience. And, like, my dad isn't just going to tell me. He's going to tell a bunch of other people that same story. It's that same situation. When you get bad service, you're more likely to share that news. And that unfortunately reflects on the rest of us, whether we like it or not. You know, we might be the best sellers in the world, but because we're selling alongside other sellers, which, I mean, to me, I mean, the guy might have been a private seller. I don't know the full ins and outs of it, but like you said, Jack, it sounds like he's been screwed on eBay before as a seller, and he's a bit nervous. But, you know, oh gosh, that's a really bad buying experience. So yeah. I had 3 items come from Amazon today. I was amazed. They're so professional. Well, that's the thing, Reseller Kid. Amazon is just incredible. They hold their buyers to a really strict standard. Like, so for example, if a customer asks you a question on Amazon, you've got 24 hours in which to reply. So, you know, you've got to reply within 24 hours, otherwise they ding you. You know, you've got to ship your items within a certain time frame, everything like that. It's really kind of much more, it's just better. It's a better level of service, really. Hey Dan, we're not listing anything, Ryan. What are you talking about? We're shipping a few bits. I'll show you. I sold something myself, because everyone started using Zoom, says Damien. That's right. Yeah, don't pressure him. Yeah, exactly. It's just shipping and chatting, Ryan. Ain't listing anything. Gosh, what's wrong with you? Reseller Kid says, I'm off on a walk. Gonna watch George Ross a boot sell video soon as well. Yeah. Inbuilts have come on a lot anyway, Carl, says Gimbal. Okay. When my kids call, I use the built-in cam on my laptop. I ain't buying one. Yeah, you don't need to. I think webcams are good if you're doing YouTube videos, or if things like that, or if you're streaming, you want a good quality picture from your camera. You know, I mean, like, this is crazy. I mean, I just bought this. I'm buying all kinds of gadgets and things at the moment. I got this for like a tenner. That's a capture USB card that allows you to capture your camera into your computer. It's crazy. So yeah. But anyway, let me just show you what I am. What can happen? All right. Oh, we got some stories coming in as well. Marilyn says hi. DBG says, I bought a t-shirt once on best offer. Seller then messaged me and said, sorry, I sold to someone else after accepting my offer and payment. Oh yeah, that's pretty skanky, DBG. Andrew says, I had a bad buyer experience today on eBay. Got sold a fake phone charger on eBay. Raised the case to return it, and the return label they sent was a message, not a return label. Oh wow. Had to spend half an hour on live chat with eBay to get eBay to understand I can't return an item if the return label doesn't exist. Yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. Do we need a timer for shipping? 13 minutes and no shipping. We'll get there eventually, Jack. It's going to be a long one. Hey, DBG says, I left him a negative. You know what? Sometimes you have to. I mean, I just find it like, I just sometimes, like, when I hear stuff like what my dad told me, it just made me feel like, oh, wow, the difference between Amazon and eBay is just, it's massive. It is absolutely massive. I mean, like, and I almost kind of feel that I don't know, man. I just think some people aren't cut out for it. I just don't think some people are cut out for selling online. I think when if you're that, like, if you're that protective over stock, and, like, I mean, I think one of the things the guy said was, as it's a lot of money, and it's like, you know, a lot of money to you maybe, but what if your customer doesn't see £129 as a lot of money? You know, you really can't sell on a global marketplace with that kind of mindset. You've got to be competitive. You've got, you know, and as much as it seems like these platforms are taking the mick out of sellers, I don't think they are. I think they're just making, like, it's this is the world we live in now. This is competitive. It's online. You can sell to the world. You've got to put up with this. You've got to have this factored into your business. You know, getting screwed over, etc. It's part of business, man. It really is. It's crazy. Some grumpy sellers need to stick with Craigslist, says Marrakesh. I don't know, Marrakesh. I think some people's mindsets are just, like, beyond me. Like, I just can't believe that. Like, my dad buys buys it. There's no best offer or anything. He just buys it. The money is in this guy's account, and the guy, for whatever reason, wants to check what my dad's intentions are of using this camera. Like, what? Like, seriously? Like, and then to say, oh, you know, it just to let you know it's in full working order. I just need to know what your intentions are before I ship it. What do you mean, my intentions? I'm gonna buy it and I'm gonna, like, shove it up my anal cavity and then send it back to you or something. Like, why? What? You know? Anyway, I don't want to get into it. It's just ridiculous, really. Just. Hey, Vinegar Jar, Peter Cummins, how are you, Peter? By the way, guys, check out Peter's latest video. Peter the Vinegar Jar has put a video out earlier today, which I thought was really well made. He did a video about how much money do you really make, like, after your fees and everything, and I thought it was a really interesting video, definitely worth watching, because most of us in here will hopefully know how much money you can make after fees, etc., but it's good to know, especially when you take into consideration, you know, it does take a lot of work. Pete's Retro Collectible says, question, that capture card can use any camera as a webcam with it. Pete, when you're buying a capture card, so yeah, this one cost me like a tenner. It's ridiculous. And yes, I can use this with, I bought another one. I bought this one off Amazon. Like, I bought this one here as well off Amazon. That's one as well. And yes, you can use it you can use it as a webcam, so you can use it in Skype or in Zoom or in StreamYard. When you're buying one, what you have to look out for is it has to confirm to a UVC and UAC standards. That's what it needs to conform to. So when you're buying a capture card, make sure it conforms to UVC/UAC standards, and that will mean it will work when you're plugging it into StreamYard, OBS, Zoom, or whatever. So yeah, just there you go. Gimbal says, though us UK sellers aren't prepared to emigrate just for Craigslist. How many gifted to use the drone live on cam? I want to see them skills. I'm not using the drone, Ryan, and this is not Twitch. I think he regretted accepting my offer. Seller's remorse. Maybe DBG, but, like, or I don't know. But when people do that, it's kind of just off. I don't like it. But it probably was that. But I'm glad you you left a negative, though. I think it's only right. You know, I got left a neutral for COVID. That's it. I've not even got that removed yet. But yeah, I got left a neutral feedback for COVID. Get to Junction 8 of M20 straight up. Like, okay. Carl OB says, sold 8 Goodness Gang plushes today for 20. Got them for free. I know the lad is dropping shipping, but I don't mind. I got my cut. Fair enough. And Yorkshire Reseller says, I've just had a camera return saying didn't work. Checked, it works fine. Luckily, they didn't return through an open case. Okay. Clown hole. Yeah, clown hole. Georgina says, someone messaged me once to ask if I could guarantee a dress I was selling had never been involved in a sexual activity. Wow, really, Georgina? Man alive. I mean, could you guarantee it? Wow. I mean, like, were you able to guarantee it? I mean, I don't know. That's incredible. It's incredible. It goes both ways, I suppose, Georgina. Yeah. Um. mm, mm, mm. Afraid she'd get pregnant from it. Maybe the seller is thinking the buyer does not know what he's buying, as buyers have a knack of items on a whim. Maryland, you're right. Buyers do have a knack of buying things on a whim, but that's the buyer's right. So that is what I mean. That's the world we live in. You know, like, people can just buy things and then change their mind. It's not against the law to change your mind. That's, you know, before there was the internet, and there were just physical shops, people could walk into the shop, they could look at an item physically, they could hold an item physically, they could look around it, they could go away, they could come back and look at it again, then they could go away and bring a friend or family, and they could all crowd around the item and look at it, hold the item, turn it around. And we're taking that all away, right? We're taking that all away. We're asking people to part with hundreds of pounds, sometimes thousands of pounds, right? Without ever having seen the item in the flesh, right? That is a huge undertaking. You know, you're expecting an awful lot. You have to provide. The onus as the seller is on you to make the buyer feel comfortable to spend money without ever having held the item, and just to go by your version of a description. They have to go by your version. Like, you know, like, you might buy something which is described as red, and it might look red to you, okay? It might be your idea of red, but what if the buyers bought this item and it costs £500 and it's the wrong kind of red? You know, they've paid £500. They expected the kind of red that they saw on the screen, but the difference between your photo and reality, or whatever, or your perception of what kind of red it is versus the buyer's reality is different. That's a huge, you know, they should have that right to return. And yes, it's annoying for sellers. I can understand that, but that is the downside of, that's a very small downside, versus a massive upside of being able to sell to anyone who has an internet connection. When you have a shop, you don't have to worry about these things. You know, you don't have to worry about these things. You can just, it's physical, it's all there. But the downside of that is you're only limited to your local area. So, you know, I get it's annoying, and trust me, you know, I have to take returns and whatnot. I mean, like, Amazon messaged me the other day, like, that they've adjusted my account for £80. That's it. That's all I got told. I'm now gonna have to wait, God knows when, to see whether the item comes back to me. And you know, so I just feel that's the way it is. Okay, you know my area, Z. I definitely couldn't guarantee. Georgina, you said it. Georgina, you said it. No, I wasn't selling COVID gimbal. Hey Shazad, how are you? I was just given a neutral feedback, and the feedback stated COVID. That was it. Georgina, I would have asked what activity they'd like me to perform in. F the buyer, they ask. Oh gosh, Shazad, I'm not, not having touched it, then waiting to receive it too, says Lisa. Yeah. Hello, Silver Manny, how are you? Marilyn says a picture does tell 1,000 words. Well, if a picture tells 1,000 words, then I'd say physically looking at an item in person tells 100 billion words. It's not even close. I mean, it's just not even close. You know, I could show you so many items, like, you know, you see stock photos, it's just not even close. Is that a sweat towel behind you on your chair for the intense gaming streams that you've been crushing? Oh wait, oh Tracy, that's cold-blooded. That is cold-blooded. No, I will show you. Let me just show you what this is. This is a sale, something I've got to ship. So this was something I bought. So I bought this for £1.50 from the bins before lockdown. and it is a vintage. It's a vintage Laredo Moto Bicane, I know, Laredo cycling jersey, made in Belgium. It's very vintage, by Tricot made in Belgium, sportswear. Paid £1.50 for it, and the buyer lives in France, and they made an offer of £68 for it. So they've bought this for £68. It's a good example, really. So someone has taken a look at my photos, at my description. I did show them photos of a mark, etc. But like they've paid for it. But if they receive this and it's just not as they expect, I have to accept that that's the way it is, you know. And I'll show you the other thing I sold that wasn't RC stuff. This is cool. Oh, there we go. This was a nice little sale. This was sold on Amazon, guys. Don't underestimate Amazon for selling stuff, merchant fulfilled. I've gotten more and more into it. Some stuff I'm just listing on Amazon. I was the only listing for this item on Amazon. It is, again, I paid £2 for this. It's a film scanner. Definitely worth looking out for these if you see this. I've picked a couple of these up since starting reselling. This is my second one, I think. It's a Plustek Optic Film 7200i. This sold on Amazon for £200. So obviously there's fees to take out of that, about £25 of fees, I think. But yeah, still nice little sale. But yeah, so I've got to ship that out as well at some point over the weekend. So those are like two non-RC things, but then I've got a bunch of RC stuff to ship here. Like, so sold these. These are really nice. Look, plastic shock parts. Sold two of those actually. What else have we got going on in the chat? I know, Gary. Maybe I could have pretended and got more money for it. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but my butler would knock you out. Okay. Cycling is so much fun. I don't do it, but I've heard good things, says Pete. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I need to, a lot of people do cycle up here. But yeah, it's not something I don't know, I've just never gotten into it. No butlers are allowed to attack me. I have a trained attack dog, says Andrew. Okay. Marilyn says, I understand your point totally. Yeah, I mean, obviously we're all entitled to our opinions, Marilyn's. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I think it's just something that we will have to kind of accept, really. It's not really a choice for us either, is it? It's if you think about it, whether you agree or disagree almost is irrelevant, because we don't have a choice. This is how we have to operate, especially on Amazon. On Amazon, that's it. You don't even get to speak to the customer about a return, you know. So yeah. Hey, Funky UK Neil T, how are you? All right, so I'm gonna get on and do a bit of shipping, a little bit of shipping. So I've already picked the parts out. So hex adapters, and got like a battery there. Really nice evening as well, man. It's such a nice evening. I wish we'd gone out, man. I really wish. I'm really gutted. The weather forecast was like for thunderstorms or something, and we haven't had anything up here. It's crazy. It's just really annoying. We didn't go out or do anything. Hopefully we'll see if we can go out tomorrow. That would be cool. I want to go out this weekend, you know. Loads of people cycle up here though, Pete. Just going back to that, loads of people. I want to cycle, but I need to lose 5 stones. I weighed myself and I'm like 17 stone 12. Oh god, man, so bad. Like 17 stone 12, man. Like, do you know, so much. I figured out. All right, 17 stone 12 is what I weigh, right? So I reckon I'm 5 stone overweight. For those of you that don't know what 5 stone is, it is 70 pounds. If you don't know what 70 pounds is, it's 30 kilograms. 30 kilos. That's like me strapping Alfie to each one of my legs and to my butt and walking around with him. I mean, can you believe that? I mean, that's like 30 kilos. Like 30 kilos overweight. And I'm carrying that around on me all the time. Oh, gosh. I really need to sort that out. I think that's a massive issue for me. Massive issue. Why am I even talking about that? Yeah, it's because I weighed myself. That's right. I weighed myself. I need to. I just can't. I keep on doing this. I'm sure this is not the first time I've talked about my weight and not done anything about it. So I'm just looking terrible here. Like, but as in I don't do what I say. Marilyn says cost of doing business. Yeah. Jack Dobbin says please go into detail on every RC part. Yeah. Well, I've not got much else planned for the evening, so I may as well. Neil says sunny and lovely down south, but blowing a gale. Go to Norcross. Oh, I don't know, Jack. I don't know. I don't know about going to a car boot at the moment. Like we went out for a walk earlier with Alf and just down the high street, and so many people, man. I'm petrified of thunderstorms, says Marilyn. They can be quite scary, Marilyn's. I mean, yeah, they can be. Need a pub garden, says Georgina. Funky UK Neil says spinning class 2 to 3 times a week. Z, it's awesome for weight loss. May kill you though. Where would I go spinning class? I don't even, 4th of July here, Gary on countdown. There's your answer. Strap Alfie on for a jog. I need 3 Alfies. Alf only weighs like 10 kilos. I'm 30 kilos overweight, so I literally would need to strap one to each leg and then one to my butt and then walk around with him constantly. 30 kilos, that's a lot. Man, it's bad. Hey, Deep Fried Deals, how are you? Heaven knows here, G, but still won't be quite the same. Yeah, even when things go back, they're not going to be going back the same, are they? They're just not. It won't be, it won't be, it will just be different. It'll be different. All right, shall we do a little bit of shipping maybe? I don't want to kind of do the shipping too quickly because then I'll have nothing left. So I'm just gonna take my time. You guys have got anything to talk about? Let me know as well. Just take a sip of my Diet Coke. I don't know why I'm drinking Diet Coke. I ate so many Ferrero Rochers today. That's not gonna help. I think I ate like 3 or maybe 4 Ferrero Rochers. I think it was definitely 3. Could it have been 4? I don't know. How many Ferrero Rochers did I eat? I don't even know how many calories or how much sugar there is in a Ferrero Rocher. But I ate 3 or 4 of them anyway. That's not good. Right. Dinner done. See you later. It's pie tonight, says Neil. Enjoy your dinner, Neil. Thank you for popping in. Appreciate it. Fat Girl Something says, can't say I worry about my weight much. It depends, really. It depends on how you feel about it. Some people aren't fussed. But yeah. Quick shipping. I didn't say quick. I said shipping some stuff. Gonna go lay in the pool. Have fun. Oh, man. Laying in the pool. I don't even have a pool, man. Got a pool, Tracy. What are you doing hanging around with us with your pool, Tracy? I don't even have a pool. Oh, I'd be in the pool, man. I don't even have a pool. Alright. Let's do some shipping. I'm going to do a bit of shipping. Not too much. Right. Just going to load up the Royal Mail click and drop website. I can hear some weird sound. I don't know what that is. Okay. I've lost a few pounds in a month, says Marilyn's. I'm about 12 stones. Okay. That I'd like to. I need to just focus on it. I think part of the problem is for quite a while I hadn't even weighed myself, so I didn't even know where my weight was. I'd kind of I hadn't done it for a while. I hadn't weighed myself for a while, so I think if you don't weigh yourself, then you're not going to have a clue, are you? Then you're not going to feel there's a problem. get out the kids' inflatable pool. We don't have an inflatable pool. Shazad says the concept of you shipping quickly is funny. I never said I was gonna quickly ship, did I? Alright, anyway, we're gonna do the first part. So the first part is this, the long hex adapter. PD7713 long hex adapter. Have a look at that. You can see it there. You can see there's 4 of those in there, 4 hexes. Nice. You can see the screws in there as well. This is the part. You can just, I don't know if you can make that out. You probably can't. But that sold for £18. So let me just quickly. I love Tracy. Her common comment, I'm broke, says the woman with a pool and a boat. God, love Tracy. I have a pool of blood from when I fell over, if that helps. No, you should wipe that up. I would like to be 11 stone. Yeah, I think I need to be 13 stone. You know, like, yeah, I need to be 13 stone, so I'm 5 stone overweight. I've lost weight. I'm 10.5 stone now, running every morning, says Carl. Wow, that's amazing. Wait, you know what? That is amazing. Just looking at getting a new house, just have indoor pool, says Shazad. Man. Andrew says, I'm too scared to weigh myself. Weighing yourself is so, that's like the key. If you don't weigh yourself, then, you know, you're not going to be, like, I'm so aware of it since weighing myself. It's just made me so, I'm like, wow, you know, you need to know. You need to know. If you feel that if you feel that it's kind of not right for you, if you're feeling like, because I'm feeling quite lethargic and sleepy and stuff, and so I kind of feel like I need to do that. Let's go to okay, yeah, I'm just gonna do 88 people, fine. DBG says, Z, you're too tall to be 13 stone. I don't think so. I don't think I am. I don't think I am, DBG. I think I'll show you. I'm gonna see if I can show you. I'm gonna see if I can show you some pictures when I'd recently. Well, when I say recently, a few years ago, I'd lost some weight, and I was really happy with where I was at. So let me just see if I can find that actually. If I can find that, then that'll be really good, but we'll see. I can't remember when it was. It must have been... Okay. Wow, it's 7 years ago. I think that's right. Hold on. You'll have to bear with me, guys. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture. Aha, so it won't be in these, will it? It will be here, maybe? Okay. Right. Where is this thing? Oh god, what have I done? Here we go. Okay, there you go. That is from a while ago. That is from a long while ago. I think that was I don't know when that was, but it was a while ago. It was quite a while ago. I think it was like 2010. I think 2010. So 10 years ago. I think that was about 13 stone. I don't think that's too thin. Let me know whether you think that's too thin. I don't think that's too thin. I mean, look at me now. I'm just rotund. Yeah, I think that was 2010. Let me just check. Yeah, that was 2010. 10 years ago. 10 years ago. You know, it's a long time. So, but I think I was around that kind of mark. I think I was around like the 13 stone mark at that point. I'm pretty certain. Just seeing if I can. August, December. But anyway, that's enough of that. It's not what this stream is about. I'm 5'8", 10.5 stone. My doctor says that's perfect for my height. Yeah, well, see that. Yeah, so about 13 would be about right then, don't you think? When my new YouTube series Running with Andrew launches, I'll be an Adonis. Yeah, my BMI just says I'm obese now, I think. I'm pretty certain. So, why did this Zahir eat that Zahir? I mean, there's not a lot of difference. What are you talking about? You're such a moo, man. Just a moo. You look like you're 18 in that photo. Well, it's 10 years ago, so I would have been 29. I'm 39 now, so it's 29. It is 2010. I was 11 years old. Wow, Jack. Yeah. All pictures of me as a younger person have been deleted by order of the government. Men are much better with meat on their bones. You look about 20. Yeah, well, I don't know, but I think it's about like. Do you know what it is? It's like when you're carrying more than you're used to. So 30 kilos, like that's like 3 Alfs, right? If I was carrying like 3 Alfs in my backpack, right? Imagine you're carrying that all the time. I think the only reason it's bothering me right now, a bit more than normal, is I think it always happens in the summer as well. You know, like you just feel a bit more lethargic, a little bit slower and stuff like that. So I just feel maybe, I just feel that's maybe all it is. I think I just want to feel a bit more, just I want to be able to be less tired and stuff like that, and not get so lethargic, really. Yeah. Yar. I'm so overweight that I can't go swimming for fear of being harpooned by a passing Japanese whaler, says Chop Chop. I'm the same. Whoa, are things getting that bad? What? I need a personal trainer to get me fit, says Merlin's. A personal trainer might not be a bad idea. That's pretty cool. Hey, Pleasant Valley. No, it's not a health stream. It's just it's not a health stream. It's just what I'm doing today, kind of. Hold on, let me pop out this chat. I just fancied going live, really. Just wanted to hang out. I haven't done like a chill out stream for a while, like just chill out and pack really slowly. And like, I mean, who is anyone else working at the moment or not? Me too, Carl. So we were both only 3 years younger than Z is now back then. Well, age is just a number. It's about how that's the thing. It's not, age is so irrelevant. Like Brad Pitt is, how old is Brad Pitt? How old is Brad Pitt? Brad Pitt. Okay, Brad Pitt is, if I can look like this, if I can look like that at, God, I'm in the way, aren't I? I'm in the way of the thing. Hold on. Okay. Look, Brad Pitt is 56 years old. If I can look like that at 56, okay, look at him. Just look at him. It's a handsome man. That is. That's a handsome man. That's just, 56. Age is irrelevant. I look at that. Look at that photo. Just Jesus. Wow. Seriously. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so age, as I was saying, age is just a number. It's irrelevant. It's about how you conduct yourself and how much respect you pay to yourself. What's the chat saying? Small children roll me back in the sea. Very funny. When I rob my next bank, I want one of those Peloton bikes with video, says Carl. I'm not sure about those bikes. Aren't they a bit of a gimmick because of can't you just achieve the same thing with a bike which can hook up to an app? Does it have, that sounds quite pricey because it's a monthly cost as well, isn't it? I'm biased though. I'd rather a 50-year-old biker with a gut than a six-pack, says DBG. Well, that's good news for some people out there, Nice to see Z thinking about his weight. Yeah, it's not the first time I've thought about it though, is it? Will. Sack that Carl. If I want some broad screaming at me to do more, I'd just get married again. Oh gosh. Z, I don't know how to put this, but you don't even look like that now. Well, that's my point. I'm just saying, like, look how well he's aged. I know I'm not saying that I'm ever like, I'm just saying like, it's about the age is irrelevant. It's about how you look after yourself. It's about how you look after yourself. He's not that nice though. What are you on about, Georgina? Z, Google Zach Wilde. If I had 300 million in the bank, I'd look like that too, says Carl. Brad is aging very well. Piers Morgan, Georgina, you have got, like, I don't know, man. You've got no taste. I'm sorry. You've got no taste. If you'd rather have, are you seriously telling me you'd take Piers Morgan over Brad Pitt? Can you confirm that in the chat, please? Could you please just... No. I want to see that in the chat. There's no way. You can't take Piers Morgan over Brad Pitt. It's just not gonna happen. All right. Right. Who's this? Zach Wilde. Who's it? Zach Wilde. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So is this your This is DBG's pick. Zach Wilde. What do we think of Zach Wilde? I like him better with the beard. He's got some guns on him. He's got some guns on him. Beard. He's bulky. He's got some bulk to him, but he's muscly. I think definitely with the beard though. Yeah, with the beard. He's pretty. He's pretty. He's pretty decent, I'd say. I can see the attraction. Especially in that photo there. That's quite a pose. Brad has had some work done, says C. Reeves. Some Beverly Hills doctor can see to it. I'm going to become a biker, says Andrew. I'm not gay, but I think Colin Farrell is a nice looking lad. Colin Farrell? Yeah, he's not bad, Colin Farrell. You look slimmer to me, Z. Oh, thanks, Sirius. You, Piers Morgan. I know exactly. Age does have an effect on the body eventually. Still, age is only a number as far as your mind goes. I'm still in my 30s. Well, that's the thing. Obviously, age does have an effect on your body, but your body is just going to function better over the years if you obviously look after it. Like me, my body is probably that of like a 60-year-old because I'm damaging it more. So I'm not respecting my 39-year-old body as I should do. You know, I should treasure the fact that my body's 39 and not 69 at the moment. But at the moment, because of how badly I'm treating it, that's all it is. And if you same way, if you're in your 60s and you look after yourself, that's a good thing. Versus if you're in your 60s but your body is aged like it's in its 80s, you know, you don't want to add 20 years for no reason. That's all. That's all I'm saying. Oh yes, there we go, says DBG. Yeah, he makes me laugh. Oh, Georgie, man, I don't know what to say, Georgina. I don't know. Gee, if he forgot his little blue pills, you'd be screwed. Oh wait, that's not. Oh god. Oh, Leanne, he looks like a Viking warrior. Oh, hey, Lainey, how are you? Oh, Lainey's going live at 9. Okay, I'll be off before then. I'll go off. I'll be honest. I don't really pay a huge amount of attention nowadays to just YouTube, and I'm watching a lot of videos about like coffee again. I'm getting really into coffee, like watching coffee videos again, and obviously RC videos. So that tends to be most of my viewing. A lot of radio control, a lot of coffee, and food as well. Brisket. I've been watching all brisket videos as well. Right. Let's get on and do a bit more shipping. I've done one. Lainey says Jason Momoa is hot. Definitely, Lainey. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Jason Momoa is hot. 100%. All right. Next. All right. Next item I'm going to ship is this. This is a Tarot metal tail boom brace. So yeah. Get that sorted out for shipping. Marilyn's agreeing, DBG agreeing with Jason Momoa. Yeah, Jason Momoa, I think he's universally hot. 90. Damien says Tom Hardy. And Tom Hardy, isn't that the guy that played Venom and he played Bane as well? Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, Tom Hardy. Damien's got something there. Tom Hardy does have something about him, definitely. Tom Hardy's definitely got something about him. No doubt. He's got that. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Let me just show you a bit of Tom Hardy. For those of you, there you go. Here's a picture of Tom Hardy looking pretty amazing there. And like he played Bane. He played Charles Bronson as well. And he was Venom as well. He's been in a lot of other movies as well, but like those are the ones I remember a lot of. But yeah. So yeah, there we go. Question: can anyone who watched my unboxing remember where I put the camera? Says Andrew. Oh gosh. Pleasant Valley says I just need to drop some weight and start eating healthier. Yeah, it was doing well until the virus. Gained about 20 pounds in the last 3 months. Yeah, I've got to lose 70 pounds. Will 70 pounds. That's what I've got to lose. Yeah, I heard Jason Momoa decided to drop. Andy Someta, how are you, man? Hey Laura, how are you? I find Louis Theroux hot for no reasons. I get that, Lainey. I get that. That's not a bad shout, Lainey. Louis Theroux's got something about him as well, definitely. Andrew says it has been said that I look like the reselling equivalent of Jason Momoa. May I ask who by, Andrew? But yeah, okay. Jason Manford, you mean Andrew? Says Gimbal. Oh gosh. Carl says, for me, nice man is Colin Farrell. Ultimate woman, Winona Ryder. Yeah, definitely. Tom Hardy is hot, says Marilyn's. Yeah. Jason Momoa has done a lot of film and TV work here in British Columbia. Vancouver is a huge production centre. Oh, okay. Buy some rollerblades. If you want a treat, look for Tom Hardy's CBBC Bedtime Stories, as Damien. I'm not sure about that. I'll leave that. Brian Cox too. Okay. It may have been me who said I look like Jason Momoa. True story. Well, it still counts, Andrew. It still counts. I mean, you know, it's still a valid. Oh my god, this thing's getting boiling hot. I think it's crazy hot. Right, we're burning through this shipping now, guys. We're burning through it. Let's go on to the next one. I'm going to do these 87397. Is that this? There you go. Let's whack those through as well. Large letter. Okay. Things would get messy with Winona, Carl. She's out of control at the best of times. Oh gosh. 3 marriages. Wow. Yeah, that's a lot. I think I've decided that this is it now for me. So if I've said this to Beck as well, if this didn't work out, then nah, I'm not. That would be it. I wouldn't be getting married again. I'd be a free agent. But you know, it's not gonna happen. Well, you can never say never, but you know what I mean. Okay, that's another one done. Servo Saver. Yeah, that's an easy one as well. Going to South Africa. Wow, okay. But a Servo Saver going to South Africa. Who'd have thought? Not expecting this to reach there, but we'll give it a go. If it gets to South Africa, I will be very impressed. Which is not likely. Lenny says, I'm not really into massive muscles, but Dwayne Johnson could melt. Ah, The Rock. Yes. Yeah, 70 pounds is a lot. I'm not sure if I could need to lose that much, but I definitely lose 30 to 40 to get back to being slim like I was in my 30s. Yeah, I'm 70 pounds overweight. Pleasant Valley. I'm 70 pounds. I need to lose 5 stone. If I lose 5 stone, I'll be 13 stone, and that'll be my happy weight. So yeah, I've got a long way to go. I weighed myself yesterday, and yeah. Hey Ali Evans, how are you? Thank you for popping in. Georgina says, yeah, I would never get married again. Yeah, it's once enough. Carl says, my first wife passed away. Second one, I should have, though she did rob me of everything, but my third one is great. Finally got me soulmate. Oh, Carl, that's quite a journey, Carl, but glad that you've got a soulmate now. It takes a lot of strength though, doesn't it, to kind of go back in and, you know, go through the gauntlet, as it were, to find the right person, and you know, that must be tough, but good that you found a soulmate though. Pleasant Valley says Jason Momoa was part of the cast of Stargate Atlantis, which filmed around Vancouver for 3 years. Really good series. I remember Stargate Atlantis. I don't remember watching a great deal of it, but I do remember it. 65%. Okay, this battery. Okay, I'm gonna have to put this in. Oh, this is a heavy battery. Wait, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just do that with it. Make sure that there's no thing on it. No, that's fine. Um, hey, anomalous data point, how are you? In it to flip it says, so is this another episode of efficient packing with Mr. Malik? No, this is just anything but efficient. This is just, I just fancied to chat, you know. Like, I just fancied just coming on for a chat, really. Like, sometimes I get kind of caught in two minds as to what kind of stuff I should do on this channel. Like sometimes, like you guys saw me on my video. Some of you might have seen the other day where I actually brushed my hair, and I'm giving out like how to help. And I'm like, sometimes I feel like that's what I should be doing on this channel, because that's what I started doing on this channel. Like when I first started it, there was a lot of how to do this, how to do that, how to turn £3 into 100 or whatever. I mean, look, you know, that was £1 into 17. I'd make a video about that. Or if that thing that I showed you that sold for 200, I paid like £2 for it, I'd make a video about that. But then as time went on, we just started messing around on this channel, and that seemed to work. And like you guys know, the Friday chat with Beck and I is just, it's very relaxed, and kind of get in two minds about how to do things on this channel sometimes. Like, do people want actual information and what? I don't know. Anyway, Carl says, my daughter forced me to watch Artemis Fowl on Disney last night. Thought I would hate my life, but I enjoyed it. Oh really? Okay, cool. Disney's good value, $5.99 a month, I think. Hey Tommy, how are you, man? Thanks for popping in. Well, I hope you can start losing weight, Z. I hope to get a better eating plan figured out in the next few months. Yeah, I'd love to do that. I need to, like I said, £70, man. It's a lot. It's a lot to lose. All right. How to ship extremely slowly. Yeah, that's what this is. How to ship, like, yeah, really, really slowly. 345 grams. 345. Did you say hi, guys, like Krillin impersonating? Artemis Fowl was okay. Watched it this afternoon. Oh, really? $3.99 a month if you're on an O2 contract. Oh, that's even better. 345 grams. I don't think that's going to make a difference, but still, £7 to ship that. Okay. What up, Jack? I see we have the old Z back, dishevelled. Yeah, it's Saturday, man. That's doing all my hair and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't know if that's me, you know. It's not me. Like, was that song? Was that by Skepta? Is it? I don't know. That's not me. That's not me. Is it Skepta? Or was it JME? I can't even remember. It was Skepta, yeah. It was featuring JME, yeah. That's not me. Yeah. You're disappointed there's no... Wait, it's Saturday. I didn't want to do it on a Saturday. You know? Hey. What's the matter with you? Z will need a video on how to attach an action camera to the chest strap. Three guesses who needs it. How to attach an action camera to a chest strap. I can't guess, but yeah. Right, only 2 more things left to ship. Oh, ship these Camber links. Yep, that won't take long. Anomalous data point says, I've actually been losing weight like made over the lockdown, but it's not good because it's because I can't go and lift heavy weights at the gym. Home workouts suck and don't happen. Ah, right, okay. Oh, so you're upset because you're losing muscle mass. Is that right? Ooh. Yeah, that sucks if that's the case. Yeah, I can imagine working out at home isn't going to be easy. I can't even get the case back on this action camera. It says, Andrew's got an action camera. Okay. 95 grams for this. It's really muggy in here. Okay. And the final item. We're getting there. And then we can really chill out. Laws, you have naturally wavy hair. Much. Yeah, it is naturally wavy. It gets like that. I can't really. I can slick it back, but you know. I started taking a walk today, inspired by a few YouTubers. An odometer app helps me keep going to the net for a bit. Yeah, walking is something I used to love doing. We used to walk a lot. Yeah, it's more of. It is definitely like a habit thing though. Like, I just, oh God. It's so easy to get out of good habits, isn't it? It's really easy to get out of good habits, and it's really easy to get into bad ones. Like, there was a time where I was walking 100, like all of the time, every day. I was walking a minimum of 3 miles a day. We were doing like 3 miles a day minimum, and it was really good. Every day, without fail, and it's just, yeah, I just stopped. Gimbal says just stick on the tunes and clock up the miles. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that you really need. Andrew's asking, was the inspiration me, Susie? I'm sure it was. Sure, Andrew, but I don't have a Barty to keep me company. Oh, what kind of action Andrew will be filming? Oh gosh. Right, let me do the final item. It's going to Germany. JP Perkins Twister CP for. That sold for £13.74, whatever that is. Yay. Let's get this shipped. Andy So Meth says you can always rollerblade. That's in very small text, Andy. How'd you do that? Okay. Right, I'm just going to print my labels out. I love walking and running in the woods. Yeah, you know what? Once you've got the habit, it becomes quite easy to do. Once you've got the habit, I think it becomes quite... it can become a natural thing to do. And like when we got Alf first as well, we were walking so much all the time. Just need to get ourselves back into it. I did a charity walk years ago for a children's charity, raised about £1,000, says Maryland's. 26 months. Wow, that's amazing, Maryland's. It's always nice to raise money for charity. I used to rollerblade years ago, loved it. Rollerblading is signing your death. Yeah, I'm not that much into. It doesn't appeal to me, rollerblading. I'll be honest. Did eBay kick on for a busy? Not really, Tommy. We had about... Yesterday ended up being a good day, Tommy. Like Friday, we did about... I don't know. I think we had like £100 of sales on the RC store. And we sold this on the general store. So only one sale in the general store. But that sold for 70 odd. And then we had a £200 sale on Amazon, which I showed earlier. So we had in total like a good day, but it was across 3 different things. So 2 stores and Amazon to get, like just about £300. Was it? No, 200, 100. Yeah, 370, about £370 of sales. But it took like 3 platforms to do that. But it hasn't been good overall. It was a good day yesterday, but the rest of the week was meh. So, And Pleasant Valley says, haven't been walking as much since I got my car back on the road, been lazy. Yeah, it's really easy to be like that, isn't it? So easy. But the thing is, walking should still be, it shouldn't be affected by having a car or not. It should be it should almost be like a hobby, you know, like, oh, every evening I go out for a walk, or every morning I go out for a walk, you know? It should be like that. eBay wouldn't let me buy something about 15 minutes ago. That's not good, innit, to flip it. The case is on the camera. God, that was hard work. Don't know how to get it back off now. Oh, gosh. Nice sale on the Shetty. Thank you, Pleasant Valley. Alright, so that is labels printed. And now I have to attach the labels. To the envelopes. So we've got a sale going to Germany. I had an overdue dispatch on a sale I had 2 days ago this morning, but items on 5-day dispatch. eBay live chat were useless as usual. Oh gosh, it's so annoying when things just don't work as they're meant to. Because that's going to be a ding on your account now, isn't it? Unless you can fight it. Okay, this is a UK sale. Next item, batteries. Okay, that's this one. Yeah. I find if you threaten them, DBG, they become more responsive. Inactive says, I still see fugglers. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what to say about fugglers. Yeah, I mean, let me see if I can just show you. Yeah, there they are. Yeah, fugglers are not going anywhere. They're just gonna stay there until I get rid of them somehow. Bit annoying. Just a bad buy. Bad buy. Susie, I see that complaint probably 50 times a day on Twitter. Yeah, it's crazy how many people can't even complete a transaction. That's bonkers. Marilyn says, I would like to do another charity walk, but I do not know if there is one happening. Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I doubt there's going to be anything like that happening outside. I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that are doing walks indoors, you know, like on treadmills and things. But outside, that's not going to happen for a long time. Yeah, I asked if I would have a defect, and he replied, don't worry, you are protected as a seller by eBay. Yeah, right, Christian, for the other one. Yeah, they say whatever they need to say to keep you happy, and then you find later something else happens. Instead of fixing broken things on eBay, they just launch new improvements. Very true, Will. I started gaining weight when I passed my driving test, says Damien. It's likely to happen, yeah. Anomalous data point says, I switched my store back on after the lockdown about 10 days ago and it's been mad. Now down to 50 listings, scraping the barrel to list more today. Oh wow, good, nice that it's been going well for you. Since the government is encouraging people to walk everywhere. Yeah, I mean they are, but there's limits to that as well, really. Right, I'm off to have a romantic night with my beer and a movie. Enjoy your evening, Carl. I'll be going off soon as well. 1925 service. Thanks for popping in though, Carl. Marcel Dupree. There we go. South Africa. We'll see if this arrives. Doubt it. I'd say the Fugglers were not your best purchase. Maybe do a video like Nick Hill's Furby. Yeah, but he only destroyed a couple of Furbies. I've got like a bunch of these things. I've heard the number one use of Fugglers is kindling for the fire pit, says Tommy. Yeah, they'd probably be quite good for that. But I'm sure they'd probably let off some noxious fumes with the plastic buttons. Z, I'll sponsor you to do a treadmill walk. Would you? A treadmill walk, man. I do need to do something. I don't even have a treadmill, man. I need to get a treadmill. What's a good treadmill to get, though? They always look so manky. Like, you know, home treadmills, they look so cheap. They don't look like... You know, I need to... how much do you have to spend to get a good, solid treadmill? Yeah, bear in mind, right? I'm, like, nearly 18 stone. Like, you know... Bear that in mind. 18 stone. Pounding down on that belt, you know. It's got to be able to handle. It's a whole lot of weight. I'll sponsor a Fuggler run. Instead of strapping Alfie to you, strap the Fugglers. Yeah. Okay. Will says, got an email from eBay a few weeks ago saying I have to sign up for managed payment by mid-July. Not looking forward to it. Hope it works out for you, Pleasant Valley. Everyone's going to be forced onto it at some point. You know, everyone's going to get, it's going to happen. IRL walking streams. DBG, I'm inclined to agree with you. Treadmills that are a waste, don't bother. It'll end up as a clothes horse. Get out in the fresh air. It's free. That's the thing. I think you're right, DBG. We've got such beautiful walks up here. I think walking outdoors is going to be way better, really. You know. So yeah, I agree with you there. I have a nice treadmill. It's behind a pile of stocks, isn't it? There you go. Susie's just proved the point there. Hey Nadine, how are you? Take the Fugglers to a clay pigeon shoot. That sounds quite good, Gimbal. Just do an auction. Yeah. Strap the Fugglers to the top of RC cars and drive them around filming people's reactions with Andrew's actionless camera. Anomalous data point says you don't look 18 stone. I am. I'm 100%, you know, 100% 18 stone. 18 stone. Well, technically I'm 17 stone, 12 and 3/4 pounds, but, you know. That's neither here or there, you know. Okay, what are we on to next? The Hobao shock seals. By the way, just wondering, how many of you guys are working at the moment whilst in here? Just wondering. 8 o'clock on a clammy, warm, humid Saturday. Just want to know. Okay, so what? Okay. Why is it doing that? Held for review. Okay. Wow, Barty autocorrected to babe. Yeah, I was wondering why you said that. Nope, defo not, says Gimbal. Susie says, I was working, now I'm goofing off. Lol was packing but gave up, a screaming girl, said Jack. Aww. Marilyn says, eat healthy, reduce portion sizes, exercise daily, and you will lose weight. It sounds so easy, Marilyn. It sounds so easy. I'm determined, though. I really am determined. I know I've said it before. I know. And I'll keep saying it, even if it just makes me look like a terribly weak person, because I don't mind, because I need to keep... I do want to. I'd feel. Do you know what? I would be so happy. I think I would have the biggest grin on my face if I lost that weight. I'd be so proud of myself. I'd just be grinning like anything. I mean, it would make me feel more out of just the achievement, more out of the achievement. I mean, I'm happy right now, like in life terms, I'm happy, I've got a beautiful wife, got lovely daughters, I'm happy, got a lovely home. Can't grumble with the way things are in general, but it would make me feel so good about myself, just from an achievement perspective, that I've been disciplined enough, just disciplined enough, because I feel like, if you can't even look after yourself, then it makes it, like, for me, it makes it harder to then do other things. So I don't know. I'm not working, just chilling, says Marilyn. Did I see Dapper Tiger Sam? Thank you for popping in, Dapper Tiger. I was working, but then I found your live stream. Does eating KFC count as work? If so, then yes, I'm working, says Damien. Okay, Damien. I'm cleaning up my kitchen, kiddos bath time, beer in the fridge for hubs, kiddos bedtime, then eBay photos and list, says DBG. Oh yeah, DBG is the late night lister. Man, sounds like a really busy day though, Leanne. Super busy day for a Saturday. Bath time. Oh gosh, having to take the kids for a bath. I remember those days. Was working, now cooking dinner for everyone with you on the headphones. Okay, anomalous data point. What are you making? What's for dinner? Nespresso is working. Okay, cool. Chop Chop says, I need shorter arms so I cannot put the food in. Oz Riley says, I'm listing 5 a.m. here. Wow. See, that's also a great way to start, isn't it? Just like get up and start working. Or have you been up all night? I'm hoping you've woken up. I don't condone the Tommy Bernard and Tracy method of staying up. That just can't be healthy. Hope you woke up, Oz Riley. Not working, just having a cup of tea. And Dapper Tiger Sam says, who needs discipline when you have crack? Yeah, but I don't have any crack, Dapper Tiger, and I want discipline. Discipline's free. And I know you were joking. Not working, just having a cup of tea. It's only 12:20 in the afternoon. Got up late as I was watching tennis on the sports channel until 3 a.m. last night. Ooh. Marilyn says, find a friend who wants to do a challenge with you and has a passion to achieve the same goal as you. You see, that's the thing. I've got this Fitbit, and you know what? Kelly, Flipping Fantastic Finds, has been sending me invites to do like walking challenges, and I've been in such a bad mindset. I've just been ignoring them. I've not even been joining the challenges and stuff. It's like, I do want to though. I remember when I was slim years ago, I had so much more energy. That's the thing. I think the energy aspect, like when I started to calculate, like, because it's easy to know how much, like, how overweight you are. That's cool. That's fine. But in a way, it's irrelevant. You need to have some context to the number, right? So that's why I, try to figure out the number in a way I can visualize. So I now know that I am carrying 3 Alfies around with me. That's what I know now. I'm carrying 3 Alfies around with me at all times. I wake up in the morning and I've got 3 Alfs strapped to my back, legs, or whatever. And I think when you can kind of contextualize the weight, that can help you, because it just makes me realize, wow, I'm carrying that around all day, every day, like from dusk till dawn. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, I'm carrying that around. It's just not good. Can't be good on your joints and all that kind of stuff, just bad habits. Yeah, it's Australia. Yeah, I thought so. You just woke up. Yeah. Yep, my house is chaos always, says DVG. It's a busy home is a happy home, though. It's cool. Well, I don't know if that's a saying or not. I'm just trying to make you feel better. Beer's in the fridge, but what about his pipe and slippers, DVG? Yeah, make sure you get the extras in. Z used to walk a lot. Yeah, we did. Beck and I used to walk tons. Like every morning we'd get up and walk. We'd walk in the evening. Yeah, we walked loads, and then it's just bad habits, man. Bad habits. Hey, Rummage Around, how are you? He can get them himself. I'm busy. Beers are in the fridge and the PS controller is on charge. That's enough. That is very kind of you. Beer in the fridge, PS controller on charge. That is excellent. That is excellent. I'm sure you will get many wife points for that, Leanne. Yeah, when you're over 50, it's a killer on the knees, hips, and back. 3 Alfies, lol, get great system of measurement. Well, that's the thing, Will. I worked it out. I worked out that I was, 70 pounds overweight, and I was like, okay, what does that mean? I was like 5 stone overweight. Okay, that's fine, but what does that mean? 70 pounds, what does that mean? And I converted it to kilos, and that made more sense. I was like 30 kilos, and I was like, we weighed Alf recently, and I had a feeling he was about 10 kilos. So yeah, it's like 3 Alfs constantly, and Alf's a heavy guy. He's not light. 10 kilos. I got 3 of him. 70 pounds. It's like a small child. Really, 70 pounds, that's like, 5 stone, that's like a kid, man. I'm like literally carrying like a young child around in weight. It's just not cool. But I prefer the Alfies because it's just better that way. 3 of them, Alright, get this one. How long have we been chatting about useless stuff for? How long have I been chatting? I just want to know. Man alive, hour and a half. Crazy. Thank you for hanging out, guys. I do appreciate it. I genuinely appreciate it. I know this is not everyone's cup of tea, but you guys, thank you for hanging out with me. How are you guys and girls? Been to my first car boot, says Ramadan. I was surprised. Video is out now, so it's time to chill and listen to Z Love. Oh, brilliant. Well, if anyone wants to check out some car boot footage, Rummage Around has just put a video out. Definitely go and check it out. Show a bit of support. Car boot videos, I'm finding them quite interesting at the moment because personally I think I'm a little bit anxious about going to them, and plus I don't know if I do want to go to them. I do want to, but I'm a little bit anxious. I'm not sure. I remember when Z was so svelte he dove right into the bins, says Tommy. Haha. Hey Peter, how are you? I'll go watch it. Got my first boot fair tomorrow, says Georgina. 86 minutes. Yeah, it's quite well. Yeah, I mean, we could. Jack, you said that Norcross is on tomorrow. I might try to go Norcross. I don't know, just to see. You know why? If I went to Norcross, I'd just go for the walk. I think I'd go for the walk. I don't know about what I'd pick up or anything. I don't know. When I was at art school in my late 20s, I was slim, had loads of energy, would carry my huge paintings around no problem. I had one painting about 12 by 12 feet. Wow. Gonna try to film tomorrow morning, says Damien. Wow, it's nice to see all these car boot videos coming out. It is nice to see them because it's a good change, isn't it? It's a good change. It's nice to see them. Bit of car bootage. Bit of car boot. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm like... Probably should go if I can, but I don't know. I have another one tomorrow. It's definitely a very strange experience, but it's fun, says Rummage Around. Oh, okay. Is it Rummage Around? Is it your like first car boot ever, or or what is it? So I don't know. Georgina, I never actually fell into the bins. Just FYI, but yeah, I do want to go. I'm missing the bins like crazy. It's especially when this sold. I was like, oh, the bins, man, the bins. This is the kind of stuff you can get from the bins, man. £1.50. I mean, you just can't. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. £1.50, man. So I'm like, oh gosh, I really want to go to the bins again. I don't even know if they're going to open. Technically, they could open on the 15th, but I don't know. DBG, thank you for popping in. Really appreciate it, Leanne. Hope you have a good evening, and I'll see you later. If I do film a bit, we'll add it to the haul video, says Peter Ray. Yeah, definitely, Peter. People are loving car boot footage at the moment. It's always good to see. I always find the best stuff at the boot fairs I force myself to go to. Yeah, I mean, if the one is on tomorrow, if Norcross is on tomorrow, then like, yeah, maybe I'll go. maybe. But then again, we were maybe planning on going out, but then again, we could just make that our day out. It's not really the same, but I'll see what Beck says. Neil says, hi again, you still gassing? Yes, Neil. Yes, still gassing. Absolutely no, like, yeah, like, no, there's no content. Just, I'm very, very slowly putting stuff in envelopes, very slowly. And then I'm just chatting about whatever. I don't know. Just chatting, really. Just chat. I'm just watch stream. Just watch stream. Oh, God, this thing has gotten boiling. Oh, my goodness. I literally could... This capture card I'm using to capture this camera, it's interesting to know that is hot as F. My camera battery might die soon. Who, for all I know, I don't know. Anyway, Marilyn says, I'm a bit nervous going to a boot fair, waiting for people to upload footage just to see how organised it is. Marilyn's George Ross has put out a couple of videos now. Nick has put out a video. Nick and Andrew have put out a video. And I'm sure other people have also put videos out as well. There's a few videos, and Damien says he's going to put some out. Rummage Around has just put a video out, so there's plenty of videos to have a look at. First ever outdoor car boot ever regarding reselling Z. I've just done jumble sales, but yeah, mate, first one. Oh, cool. That would be good to see your view of it, what you think of it. It is a bit weird, isn't it? It is a bit weird, but it's great. It is great. Yeah, Damien, if you're really up for it, you'll not find anything great. So I was like, that's really true, actually. Like, well, I don't know. I think you can G yourself up enough to find stuff. It's when you G yourself up to find stuff, but it's when you hype yourself up to find stuff, but you quite haven't hyped yourself up enough. I find if you hype yourself up, like I'm gonna find some, really, I'm gonna destroy everyone there. You'll find stuff, but you've got to be in the zone. You've got to be like hyped. Like, you've got to imagine like no one's gonna even be able to get close to you. They're all clowns going to the car boot. Why are they even going? They shouldn't have even turned up. If you've got that kind of mindset, you're gonna go in and just destroy everyone and get everything you want to get. You'll tend to do okay because you're just gonna be just on it, right? But when you're kind of like, yeah, I think I can't wait until the car boost, it's gonna be really good, I'm really looking forward to it, then you probably won't. But then on the other side, when you're just like, I'm not gonna find nothing and it looks terrible, those ones sometimes can also come up trumps. But yeah, 80-mile round trip, oh my goodness. No glamping. See, that's the thing, Tommy. We were thinking of going to the lakes instead, and the thought of going to a car boot instead of the lakes. Oh, man, I'm sorry, I'll take the lakes. I'd rather go to the lakes. If I'm going out tomorrow, but then I'm like, I've not been to a car boot in so long. I could just go to the car boot and then just. But the thought of the lakes as well. I mean, what I could do, I could pack something and take it to the car boot. Like, take some of the camping stuff. Make sure I've got a cold drink in the cooler or something. But no, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'd prefer to go to the lakes. Awesome, more work than I'm doing. So, no, I see Neil, probably not. I'm not doing. Hey, Aussie, I'm going to Norcross tomorrow. I didn't go today, says Jason. See, Jason's going Norcross as well. Vinegar Jar is going to the same boot tomorrow as me, so probably see him there, says Peter. Okay, awesome. Let Beck decide, Z. Yeah. Honey, would you rather go to the lakes tomorrow or to Norcross? Is it up to me? You sure? What would you prefer to do? Lakes would be nicer, wouldn't it? Like, yeah. What do you think? Lakes would be nicer, right? Or no? What you tell me? What do you think? You're busy. Okay. She's not on. She's leaving it to me. I don't know. I think she'd prefer the lakes, though. Would you? It's like talking to Beck, right? I'll tell you what. Sometimes getting Rebecca to make a decision is as infuriating as getting the last bit of toothpaste out of a toothpaste tube. It really is. You have to squeeze her so hard just to get her to make a decision, and when it comes to stuff like this, she'll make decisions about other stuff, no problem. Like, you know, big stuff, no problem. Little stuff like this, she just doesn't care. So kind of like, I'll have to decide. But I don't know, man. The lake sounds good. I'm not going anywhere near Goodwills or garage sales yet, says Susie. The US is currently seeing spikes in corona cases in states that opened up 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah, that is something that is obviously a concern. That's one of the things. I don't know, man. There'll be a lot of people. Part of me wants to go and have a look and just see, but I've seen enough to know that it will be pretty normal. I think I've seen enough car boot videos now. I've seen Nick and Andrew's, I've seen George's, and I don't know if I've seen any more, but those two I've definitely seen, and they honestly didn't. Apart from making it more of a pain to queue and get inside, once you're inside, it doesn't seem to really be any different. That's how it seems. So I don't know. So that kind of does make me feel a bit anxious. No worries, Gimbal. It's true that age and fitness both play a role. Been to one this morning, says Neil. Fairly quiet, not difficult to social distance. Oh, okay. Gosh. Z, is Beck doing a Stitch and Bit stream tomorrow? She should be. Let me just check. Honey, you doing a stream tomorrow? Yes, she's definitely doing her stream tomorrow. This thing is boiling. Right. They are very organized queues. Look long, but they go quickly, so don't be daunted by the queue. Be careful though, as there is a lot of people not sticking to the 2 meter rule. See, that's the thing. Master of Pieces. Hi, Master of Pieces. Thank you for popping in. Tomorrow is going to be really busy, guaranteed. Only one in Kent, was busy last week. Perfect weather, and word has gotten around. Definitely. I think it will be busy tomorrow because the weather is nice and it's Sunday. Yeah, Gary, I'm getting that flat Eric. He has no chance. Any boot sales by Liverpool Southport? Asked the day. There used to be one. I don't know about Liverpool and Southport. I know there's like Berska car boot sale that might be close to you. There used to be one called Berska, and there's another one called Banks or something. I don't know the area. And picnic at the car boot. Has Becca approved the plan? No. She means the lakes, says. Yeah, I think the lakes will be better. Bex prefers the lakes. I think the lakes seems. Yeah, Richie picking says she means the lakes for sure. Yeah, I think I'd prefer the lakes, to be honest. Anyone hitting Tallington? Don't even know what that is, but okay. Monday morning, I'm doing a tour of the charity shops to see which are opening. Plus TK Maxx, says Damien. Oh, nice. Got my mask and hand gel plus many bags for life, says Peter. I'm going to do a day vlog on Monday to show if my charity shops are open. Okay, Peter, cool. So Peter and Damien are going to be checking out the charity shops on Monday. See which of them are opening. I'm only going to go and I only need to check one because I just go to the bins. That's all I'm all about, the bins. That's it. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully they'll be open, but I can't see them being open, to be honest with you. That Girl Sewings in the chat. Reselling White Boy. Thank you for popping in, Reselling White Boy. Master of Pieces says, our lockdown in Wales is still a bit more strict. Looking forward to getting my car boots on. Yeah, it's definitely a lot stricter over there. Definitely. It's interesting how the different nations are approaching this. But yeah. Is the Lake District as nice as Peter Rabbit makes it look on the movie, says Tommy. Tommy, the Lake District is stunning. Yeah, it is stunning. How many orders today, asked John. Not a great deal. Just doing what came in. I've only packed about 7 or 8 items on the RC store. I've got 1 Amazon and 1 general store, so not many. Roll on charity shops. I'm really looking forward to them. I love them. Okay. Got a local honey hole charity shop that serves me well. Hope it's open, says Peter. I think so. I think the biggest issue with the US is just the size. Spread has been slow when you look at the population and size. We all knew it wasn't over yet. Yeah. Z, there's a good sized car boot on an industrial estate in Morecambe I was told was good last week, said Jason. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll see. Ideally, I'd like my local one to open. I've got a car boot called Billsborough Car Boot, which is just like a few minutes drive. I'd like that one to open, but they're not going to open for a while, from what I can tell. Actually, I'm going to quickly check. I say Michael's Bill's. Well, why don't I have this like saved? St. Michael's Billsborough Car Boot. Let's see, what are the latest announcements? Currently closed to coronavirus. Hi all, we're not able to open the car boot just yet. Okay, they've started a Facebook buy and sell page. Yeah, so no car boot. When are you opening again? At this time, we're concerned for the safety of our staff and stall holders. Once we feel it's safe, we'll let everyone know. Yeah, a lot of car boots have opened locally, but my favourite one, this is my local one, Billsborough, they haven't opened, and that kind of sucks. But what can you do? Okay. Had 2 returns today, coming to 350, says John Marsden. Ow, John, that's gotta hurt. It's always painful when you get returns, and they do tend to come in twos, it seems like. Hopefully it won't be too bad and you'll get the stuff sold, but that is painful news to have to deal with, definitely. Anyone going to Leeds Bradford Airport? Ask for reselling white boy, who knows? Have you any videos of the Lake District? Not for YouTube, Pleasant Valley, not for YouTube. Beck did film a tiny bit at the lakes in one of her recent vlogs, so you can always check that out. But there we go. Right. I think, have I done everything? No. I think I've got one more to do, is it? What have I got to do? What's that on there? Have I lost an RC part or something? Oh man, what have I screwed up? Hold on guys, hold on. Let me just make sure I've not screwed something up. Hold on, so what's going on here? That one. Oh no, I haven't screwed it up. Okay, I've not screwed it up. I was worried I'd screw up my shipping. Yeah, that's the final one. I'm just happy we're getting at least part of the season. Could have been a total wipeout and we could still see them close again. The thing is, one thing I'll say, guys, right, is having not been able to go to charity shops and car boots for a while, it's just made me realize that you shouldn't be too reliant on them. You just shouldn't be, because they're so inconsistent. You know, just because you get to go to one doesn't mean you're going to find anything. You don't know what you're going to find one day to the next. There's just not enough consistency as sources of stock. And I think, like, if it's one thing it's shown me is, you know, this period is how lucky we've been to have like the consistent stock, like the radio control parts and cars and things, because it's consistent. I can get hold of it. There's no guesswork involved. With car boots, charity shops, there's a lot of guesswork. There's a lot of luck involved. You know, just because you've gone out and you've just because you've gone somewhere doesn't mean you're going to find something. You don't know what you're going to find. You might have a great run and find amazing stock 3 weeks in a row, but then you might have a run where you don't find anything for 3 weeks in a row. And I just feel that it's just one of those things that don't if you can, like, if you're starting out, try to look for other sources of stock to supplement, and maybe see the charity shops and the car boots, almost make them cherries on top of your stock. Try to find consistent sources of stock for the big body, the majority of your stock. So the majority of your inventory should be inventory that you can control, inventory that you can get hold of consistently and is potentially scalable, right? And then the car boots and the charity shops should be cherries on top. Like, you don't go out hoping, you shouldn't be counting on it for your whole inventory, because you just don't know what you're going to find. But if it's not everything that you do, say you might be someone that does a lot of online arbitrage. There's a lot of money to be made buying online arbitrage stuff. I mean, like, you've got things like the was it the B&M store? You've got loads of other ways of doing it. Loads of other places do clearance. Tesco. If you live near a big 24-hour Tesco or a big 24-hour Asda, you can even go there, and it's not guaranteed, but it's consistent. You know that those big stores are consistently going to be taking lines and putting them into the end bay. They've always got an end bay. Like, if you live near a big 24-hour Tesco, like I used to live near a Tesco down in Croydon. There used to be a Tesco in Thornton Heath, right? And without fail, I knew 100% of the time that if I went there, I didn't know what I'd be buying, but I knew I'd be getting something that was reduced to a yellow sticker, because they were one of the stores that had a lot of yellow stickered items. So if you can find stuff like that, and you could make that the core of your business and just fill up your inventory with stuff that you can get, then you're not reliant on a car boot or a charity shop. Because, I went to the bins and I got this for £1.50, but I've been to the bins many times and I've not found anything to sell. Right? I'm just showing this as an example. Like, whatever it is, there's when I've made videos like, I think once I found a tour jacket for £20 and I sold it for £350. I made a big video about it. I made a big hoo-ha about it. I was like, hey guys, check out this. I went to the car boot and I got this for £20 and I sold it for £350. Aren't I great? Aren't I amazing? I made a big hoo-ha about it. You can probably find the video on the channel. I'm not ashamed to say that. I was like, why did I make such a big hoo-ha about it? Why did I make such a huge deal about flipping that £20 into £350? The reason I made such a huge big deal out of it and made a video about it and whatnot, it's because it doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. How often? When am I next going to come across a 1980s made in England Thin Lizzy tour jacket? I could resell for the next 20 years and never come across it again, right? The next 20 years I could resell and I could never come across that item or a similar item to that again. That is why I made such a big deal out of it. So suddenly your 20 into 300 or whatever doesn't look so good because it's a one-off. That's it, it's gone. So just bear that in mind. And if anything, this lockdown has really made me think about that. And in a way, I think it's part of the reason why I'm a bit anxious about going back, because I'm quite happy with the RC stock I've got and I can order more RC stock, and I'm like, I should put more of my effort into that. And then I see the charity shops and car boots as cherries on top, really. Like, they scratch an itch for me, like we have the general store because it scratches an itch, because you know what, I'll give you an example. This sold for £18, right? And I've still got this in stock. It's a great sale, but it doesn't scratch the itch. It doesn't excite me. I mean, I love RC stuff. But I like playing with RC stuff. I don't necessarily get a buzz out of selling parts. However, flipping something from £1 to £1.50 to 80, that gives me a buzz, but it's not scalable. It's just not, and it's not consistent. So the general store we have is great to scratch that itch. Like this is a £2 to £200 sale. This sold on Amazon. I showed this to you earlier, but some of you might not have been in here. That was a £2 buy into a £200 sale on Amazon. I've got a buzz from that. I get a buzz from that. This is a better sale because it's consistent. You know, it's great because I don't have to do any more work. Once I've sold this, I've still got this listed. More people are going to buy this, right? This, I've sold it. I'm now down a listing. So I've now got to find another £200 item to put on my Amazon store. You know, so the pressure's there. So, you know, ups and downs, you know, swings and roundabouts, you know, right. J2O Orange Passion Fruit is amazing, says Rummage Around. Thankfully it hasn't. Okay. At most car books and charity shops, I have only ever made up 5% of my sourcing, says Gimbal. Ah, there you go. Yeah, only that's, you know what, Gimbal, that's a good number. 5% of your total inventory by car books charity shops makes sense. Damien says exactly, Z, that's why I started on a Bricklink. Reselling Whiteboard says very true, Z. Always nice to have contacts and other sources of stock. 100%. John Marsden says, don't really need to source after moving from my shop to a storage unit. I find a load of stock that I didn't list. A mixture of both is ideal, says Shazad. Yeah. Truzy, it's good you have contacts in RC. You can't scale one-off items, says Shazad, definitely. And Tea Cakes, hey Tea Cakes, that's what I like about my private label store. Can order as much as I want and no listing once initial ad is done, says Tea Cakes. Tea Cakes, what you've got there is amazing. Definitely, that's the kind of thing that you want as a core, solid core. Master of Pieces says most of my stock comes from Facebook Marketplace and Gumtree, so actually I've had more stock than usually. Charity shops and boot sales are a complete bonus. Master of Pieces, that's fantastic. That's exactly how you should have it. And Rummage Around says that's exactly why I do vintage clothing and bulk buy from contacts. Car boots are just there to help bulk my eBay shop. Yep. And the Reselling White Boy says I love RA. RA is about 50% of my business at the minute. RA can be really good, and it's quick. You know, it can be quick. You get the right lines, it can be quick. I mean, I've changed my views, guys. By the way, I've changed my views a lot. Like a couple of years ago, you wouldn't have heard me saying this. I was a staunch fan of going to car boots, and I was big into the car boots, and I was like, that's all I need. But things change. People's businesses change. They evolve. People move at different paces, and different things interest you at different times. So that's just how I feel. There's nothing wrong with either way, I guess, as long as you're happy with it. There's no, I don't know, is there a wrong or right about it? Probably not. It's just what suits you. But situations like the virus, and just generally, you want to have as few variables in your business as possible. So, in my opinion, car boots and charity shops are just huge variables. Like, they're just way too big. Wise words, big flips are ace, but the day-to-day normal margins are what keep you running. Yep. Thin Lizzy's a great band. Everyone loves a bargain. It's in our blood. Very true. Very true. Get yourselves onto AliExpress and find some stuff to import. It's not so scary, says Tea Cakes. Yeah, a lot of people do that, AliExpress, but again, it's a bit of research, and you can definitely do it, but it's getting the right contacts from there. It's definitely something worth looking at. Don't give up on the charity shop because the RC has slow times. Every year you repeat the same mistake. Source both. If I could slap him, I would. Groundhog Day. No, I'm not going to stop the charity shop, Shazad. I'm going to still go to the bins. Because yes, you're right. It does have slow times. So are you considering scaling a business model similar to Shazad then? Not at all, Marilyn's. Not at all. Just something that's... I want to have like the RC store to be something... I want to scale it up a bit more so that its slow times are better. So if I look at other radio control parts stores, they tend to have much bigger inventories than I've got. My inventory is currently about 1,300 items. It was about 1,500 before I had some mess up, but it's about 1,300 items. But ideally, I want to up that inventory so that when I have my slow times, they're still better than the slow times as they are now. So kind of just having a bigger store would allow that to happen, Merlin's. Sounds like you might be getting it. It takes me a while to work stuff out. Keep both stores. Definitely, that's the plan. Those big one-off sales are similar to gambling. Little money in, large return, loads of fun. Still need the background turnover. Very true, Master of Pieces. Definitely going to be looking into it. Tea Cake says reselling White Boy. The AliExpress stuff. Yeah, AliExpress is a well-known way of doing it. There's there's a lot of people that do quite well on that stuff. Yeah, samples can be expensive, just the price of doing business, but if you can get a few good lines, that's all you may need. Yeah. Yeah, also kick on with FBA. My TV store is in my... You mean your RC store, maybe? Wise words of wisdom there, Z. I know I can make more on Amazon shipping endless boxes of toiletries, but it's very boring. It is boring. It is very boring. But yeah, that's the thing. It is boring, but it works though. You know, it works, and you're 90% RA to FBA. Yeah. Right, guys. I believe Lainey, who is Big Girls Don't Cry, is going to be doing a live stream over on her channel, like a quiz, I believe. So I'm going to call it a night anyway. I've been chatting for far too long. So definitely check that out. So she's going to be going live, I think, at 9 o'clock. So those of you that are into kind of quizzes and stuff, she does one at 9 o'clock. So definitely worth popping in to see that. An equal balance with both stores, so they even out. Maryland's, yep. During lockdown, I think I sold the most board games I ever have. Yeah. Right, guys. Thank you so much for chatting and hanging out with me. I'm done. Don't know what I'm going to do now. Probably play some games or something. But really do appreciate everyone popping in and giving me some company. Hope you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you tomorrow. And good luck at the car boots. Those of you that are going, hope you find some bargains.